Hello and welcome to our viewers on ASI News broadcast, bringing you the latest top news for today. Workers at largest U.S. refinery walk off job. A nearly month-long strike at U.S. refineries escalated early Saturday morning when workers at the nation's largest refinery in Texas walked off the job after another round of negotiations failed. Union leaders warned that workers at other large refineries in Louisiana would also strike by Sunday if the dispute doesn't end. Refineries have largely continued operating amid the labor strife, but plants accounting for roughly 16.5% of U.S. capacity are now affected, up from 13% before. If workers walk off at the additional plant on Sunday, the strike will affect refineries representing 19% of the U.S. capacity. United Steelworkers and Royal Dutch Shell, which leads bargaining efforts for the refining industry, have been locked in a stalemate for weeks as they attempt to hammer out a new 3-year contract that will set the pattern on wages, benefits, and safety issues for individual refineries. The union has so far rejected 7 offers from Shell, and its members have been striking at some plants since the beginning of the month, when talks broke down in the final hours of bargaining before a February 1st deadline. After the latest negotiations ended late Friday evening, workers at the Motiva Port Arthur refinery in Texas, the country's largest refinery with a capacity of over 600,000 barrels a day, walked off the job shortly after midnight. Motiva Enterprise, LLC, is co-owned by Shell and a subsidiary of Saudi Aramco. The industry's refusal to meaningfully address safety issues through good faith bargaining gave us no other option but to expand our work stoppage, USW International President Leo W. Gerard said in a statement. Union leaders also warned that workers at several additional refineries in Louisiana were prepared to strike starting Sunday. Shell confirmed that it received strike notices for the Montevaux Convent, Montevaux Norcor, and Shell Chemicals Norcor plants. The union's initial walkout earlier this month includes 9 sites. If union workers leave their jobs as planned in Louisiana, more than 6,500 USW members employed at 15 facilities, including refineries and other sites, will be on strike, up from 5,000 previously. White House hails West Coast ports agreement. A tentative agreement was reached late Friday between ship owners and dock workers on the West Coast, at least temporarily ending a standoff the White House feared would have dramatic repercussions for the economy. This is great news for the parties involved in the negotiation and a huge relief for our economy, particularly the countless American workers, farmers, and businesses that have been affected by the dispute and those facing an even greater disruption and costs with further delays, said White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest. The White House had dispatched Labor Secretary Tom Perez to California to broker a deal between the two sides in the dispute. Perez told reporters late Friday that the West Coast ports would return to normal business hours by Saturday evening. In recent months, the western ports have been plagued by shutdowns and a heavy backlog of items that needed to be unloaded. The administration feared that without a resolution, the clash would slow recent economic gains. Still, the White House urged both parties to unite behind a more permanent solution. The International Longshore and Warehouse Union must approve the tentative agreement for a 5-year contract. Earnest said President Obama was calling on the parties to work together to clear out the backlogs and congestion in the West Coast ports as they finalized their agreement. Those were the latest news brought to you from the American Studies Institute from Tehran. You can also check our website at www.asipress.us. Thanks for watching.